Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Elders Boxing. We're back again with another one. We got this pre-gaming show, Fight Week, October 23rd to the 26th. So it's not like a lot of big names this fight week, but of course, we still have boxing that we're going to talk about. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate your time. And we're going to get to it. All right, so we're gonna start to what is it, Thursday, tomorrow, October 23rd. So we have a card from Puerto Rico, Salida Promotions. You know, you can catch this live on the zone. You know, Salida has a network deal with the zone, big time boxing. So if you guys want to tap in, we got some notable fighters on this card. Some prospects you can look out for. William Colon, he's 7-0. You know what I'm saying? You can tap in with him. Tapia, she's 7-0 as well. She can be a world champion down the line. Good fighter. Here's some of the matchups. The two at the top, those are two main ones I'm looking forward to. The other one's like prospect type of shit, but still tap in. Ashlyn Lazada versus Melissa Odessa Parker. That's a good fight right there. This is a step up fight for Lazada. If you guys seen her, she's one of the best prospects in women's boxing. Like real talk, she's like that. Don't get a lot of fanfare, but she can box. And she got some power too. The two fights I've seen of her. But Parker is a vet. She's strong. She's gonna come to win. She's a southpaw as well. So it's a definitely a big test for Lazada. And let's see how she look. She's the co-main event tomorrow. Joshua Pagan versus Malik Montgomery. Interesting fight. It's kind of like a crossroads fight, and for these guys early in their career, because Pagan, he looked his last couple of fights, he had up and down performances. He's a tall, rangy kid that can box. Not like big power on his shots, but he can box. And Malik Montgomery, he's a pressure fighter, all action pressure fighter. 20-1, 18 knockouts. He's coming off a loss to another tall, rangy guy. I think Jeremy Hill outboxed him on overtime. So you know, he can get all boxed. And Pagan, I think that's going to be his key to victory to kind of use the ring, pot shot, you know, get his jab going and kind of slow down Malik when he's trying to get inside. But if he fall into that type of fight that Malik Montgomery want to have, I like Malik because I think he's a real good pressure fighter. He's tough, strong, but if you use foot movement, you can give him problems. So that's a good fight. Two up and coming fighters at the lightweight division. We know lightweight is got a lot of top names at the top, but these are the guys that kind of they can make an effort to move up, cross over from prospect to contender. So that's always important. So yeah, you can catch this card, this Salida Promotions, live tomorrow, Thursday, October 23rd, on the Zone. So y'all tap in. All right, this card right here is from Mexico. This is Friday night. Catch this on ESPN. Deportes. If you guys have that. So you got Edwin Chavez is on the card. He's a junior lightweight, action-packed fighters. If you guys if you don't know, these Mexican shows that they show on ESPN Plus, Azteca, wherever, you know what I'm saying, wherever they show them, they actually be having some fun fights. You know what I'm saying? Evan Palmares is on this card too. He's another good featherweight fighter. So if you guys want to catch some boxing on Friday night, here you go. ESPN Deportes if you have it. ESPN, if you still have ESPN Plus, they also have the option for you to watch it there if you guys want to tap in. All right. So this card right here was two cards they have. They're having like a big event in Kyrgyzstan this weekend. But you have some notable fighters on both cards. This is a new promotion. Newer promotions. This is Tomato Promotions out in Japan. So they basically having a bunch of fights. But I'm going to touch on the notable guys. On the first day, here's a notable fight right here. We have Hassanboy Desmatov versus Rene Classico. Uh, this is a good fight right here. This is for the IBF final eliminator at 112 pounds. Um, Real good fight. No, yeah, flyweight. Yeah, 112 pounds. So here's the backstory though. Dawson Maltov, he's a two-time Olympic champion, gold medalist. He won the Val Barker Award in 2016. That's the best fighter in those games. His career as a pro has been stalled. He's been going back and forth as a pro and an amateur, but he's a good fighter. He started at 105 pounds, and now he's going to compete at 112. He's facing Calasto. He's coming off a loss in the IBF World Title fight at 115 pounds. He fought Garcia for the vacant title. They fought twice. Last year they fought to a draw. Then they had a rematch in May, I believe, and then Garcia won that fight for the vacant title. So he's dropping down to 112. It should be an interesting fight because this Maltov is a technician. You know what I'm saying? Real good boxer, but I don't know if he got the pro style yet. You know, he's still been doing some amateur work, so we're gonna see. So this is an interesting matchup. This is on day one. This is the 25th. I haven't found a link for this, but if I do, we definitely tapping in. All right. Also, you have on day one, you got John Real Casamero. So that's a former two division world champion. We haven't seen much of him. He haven't really been in the spotlight as much. I know he's noted for not being the most disciplined fighter, but he's a Filipino puncher. If he can get himself together, he can do some things. His fight is at featherweight, so maybe he can get in the mix. He's facing Kameda, Kawasuki Kameda. He's been in the ring with some good fighters as of late, and he's going to push him. He just fought Picasso on the PBC show, and he's going to push Casamero. If Casamero is not on his A game, or he don't come prepared, he can lose this fight. So this is day one. Uh, Day two of this card in Kyrgyzstan, you have former world champion Luis Neri. So he's just signed with that Japanese promoter Kameda, and he's making his debut over there. Um, he's fighting at featherweight as well. So another good name that can get in the mix in that division. You know what I'm saying? So he's always fun. Gave Inoue a tough fight, knocked him down, but he ended up losing. He lost to B Figgy, but other than that, he been having had a great career. Get a lot of big wins. So we'll see Luis Neri. Also on day two, Kenny Lover. He's a basically like a prospect, Filipino prospect. He's facing Balador. So this is at 118 pounds. Kenny Lover got some world rankings. He's in a position where he can fight for a world title whenever he's ready. So he in a good position, but we'll see. So he's on that second day, that day two card. So that's what it is. Fights from Kyrgyzstan. They got some fighters, some notable guys. Gregory Carmichael, what's good with you, bro? So isn't there two midway cards this week? I don't know if it's two. I know that we have the Salida card tomorrow. If there's another one, let me know, bro. Because I know it's kind of slim this week. All right, Saturday. So we got this card from France. We got Bakari Samaki versus Alejandro Ortiz. This fight is at the junior middleweight division, 154 pounds. Samaki, some news on him this week. He's the new number one contender in the WBC rankings. We know we got Fundora is the champion. Virgil Ortiz is the interim champion. He took Boots in his spot in the rankings because Boots won the WBA interim title. So he's removed from all the rankings. So Samaki moved up. Samaki is a good fighter, tall, strong guy. He's big over there in France. He gets a lot of notoriety. So this is an opportunity for him to kind of stamp his claim as one of the top rising guys at 154. Big, tall, strong kid. I'm not sure how long he's going to be able to make 154, but while he's there, he can be in position to get a big fight. He's a good body puncher too for a tall guy. Ortiz is coming to this fight with a glossy record, 25-0, a lot of knockouts. I think 24 knockouts. So we'll have to see. But having that number one spot in the WBC, you pretty much in position for a world title. My man Z in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Paul M, what's good, man? I appreciate you coming through, bro. Um, no, I haven't heard them about the new PBC. Top Rank deal. I haven't. PBC as well. Those guys are pretty quiet. I'm just guessing, educated guess. Top Rank should have something cooking top of the year. Um, I know Michaela's fight is gonna be on Tubi next week, or not just Tubi, but other channels. But yeah. But other than like a network deal, I haven't heard much on Top Rank. So yeah, I'm not sure. PBC still with Amazon, from my understanding. All right, so this is like the biggest fight of the weekend. It's on pay per view, so I'm not really a good drawing point for a selling point for boxing fans because this shouldn't be on pay per view. But I love the fight though. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Worley, two interim champions facing off. We're gonna talk about the undercard for a little bit. So I appreciate you, bro. Salute to you, man. Paul M in the building. All right, so we have Barney Smith, Worcester. Barney Smith. This is a step up fight for him on paper against Danny Quartermain. This fight is at 130 pounds. It got some regional titles on the line, IBF and WBO European titles. Um, Barney Smith is a southpaw boxer. I think he's with Ben Davison. So he's a boxer. He got solid power, but he's basically been like on a prospect. This is a fight to take him from prospect to contender. Two undefeated fighters. Quartermain is undefeated. He's solid, you know what I'm saying, good boxer, but he's on a certain level. Let's see, because at 130 pounds in the UK, you can get in position for some big fights. I mean, you still got names like Lee Wood, Josh Warrington, Anthony Kakashi when he come back from his injury. Ryan Gardner is with Ryan Gardner is over there. You know, he's a good undefeated fighter with Queensberry. It's opportunities. So we'll see. The winner of this move forward, get higher rankings, you know what I'm saying, the sanctioned bodies. So this is good. We have this one right here actually been postponed. I gotta put the other one up there, and I got you. But we have Ezra Taylor actually is facing a late replacement opponent. Lewis Emerson, he had to pull out of his fight with Ezra Taylor because of an injury, fight week injury. So the new opponent, I forgot his name, but I'm about to get it though. So that's good that Ezra Taylor can actually keep his fight date and his opponent. And this would have been a good fight. Lewis Emerson is a solid light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and these guys been going back and forth, and having they've been having issues with each other. So it's a bummer that these guys, this fight got postponed. I'm gonna put this up real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you his new opponent. I think his name's Steve Woodall. Steve Woodall is the one that stopped. What's my man's name? The dude with the bumblebee outfit, LaRon Richards. All right, I got you. Hold on 1 second. Get some visual. All right, yes sir. Appreciate that. All right, let me pull this up. So Ezra Taylor, he's a good light heavyweight. This is actually a good opponent on short notice. Steve Woodall. I know it's not the one that he won't, but he get to stay busy. He get to stay busy. Light heavyweight division with Queensberry is solid. They signed a lot of light heavyweights. So they kind of controlling that landscape so far. They got Anthony Yarde. He's in a big fight with Benavidez. They got Joshua Buatsi is fighting next week against Zach Parker. Those both are Queensberry fighters. You got Bradley Ray that just signed. He about to fight Lyndon Arthur next week. So they invested in the light heavyweight division, and with a win, Ezra Taylor can get in the mix of that. Ezra Taylor is probably on the same level as Ben Whitaker as far as where they at in their career, like the level that they at. That might be a good fight in route to the world title type shit, right? So we're gonna see. Ezra Taylor is trained by Malik Scott, so that's another point of emphasis in this fight. So we'll see. We have an IBO cruiserweight fight. We have Ulajid. This guy is a big, strong guy. Got one loss. He probably should be a heavyweight, but he's pretty solid. He's facing Fulgham. Um, this was a later addition to the card, so I want to see how my man look if we're gonna retain his title. He's a big, strong guy though. All right, back to the main event though. I like this one. Just Do Boxing was good with you. So this fight right here, you can say it's close to 50-50. Both guys been on the road. Parker, he got wins over Wilder, Zane, and Bacoli. They all had their different circumstances, but nevertheless, those were the three biggest punchers and scariest guys in the division. He took them on, and he just been on a nice little run. He deserves a world title shot. Parker is the WBO interim champion. He's the mandatory for Usyk. He's first in the rotation. Usyk is undisputed. He's first in the rotation. He could have just sat on that while Usyk, is out with a back injury. He could have just sat on that mandatory position and waited it out. But he was like, nah, let me go fight the next best guy. And he's facing Fabio Wardley, he's been on a hot streak as well. And he's the WBA interim champion. So basically they kind of cancel each other out. Now this fight is for the WBO interim. The WBA is now on the line. The interim is now on the line, and because Parker, he was ordered to fight Usyk. So basically, the winner is the WBO mandatory. This is a real good fight. And I'm saying, yeah, real good run. This is a good fight, but the blueprint to beat Fabio Wardley was there in his last fight with Justice Huoney. Justice Huoney took it to him. He outboxed him. He was faster. He did everything right until he got clipped with that right hand in the 10th round, which finished the fight. We know Fabio Wardley is a big puncher. He's mean. He's tough. If you hurt him, he gonna come get it back. And he's very confident in his power. Big punching guy. He got fast hands, but he's also real. He's tough. One thing I see about Fabio Wardley though, he was outclassed in that last fight, but he believed. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing. It can take you a long way. Just believing. He got that in him. But technically, Parker got the advantage. Parker got the experience. I think Parker got a good chin too. He only missed out one time. He been down before, but Parker is battle tested. They can fight late in fights. You know what I'm saying? I seen Fabio Wardley in that first Frazier Clark fight. He kind of limped to the finish line. That was a great fight. Both guys put up a great effort, but he limped to that finish line. So when he have to do 12, he kind of labors, but he got that one-hitter quitter. So that's one thing that's going to bail him out. I would like to see Wardley set that up though. We know it's coming, but set it up. He got a little bit better skills that he can set something up. He can lead with the left hook, get his jab going, and kind of blind Parker when he ready to throw that right hand. But he's tough though. That's why I respect about Wardley. Parker, he can do a little bit of everything. He got the better feet. Uh, he got good head movement. He's strong. Tough, durable. He got good power as well. But I think this is a fight where Parker can put on his dancing shoes just a little bit. He don't got to dance all night, but he can dance just a little bit, just to kind of he probably have some openness by using his legs, have him reaching, have him, what I'm saying, resetting. That's another good thing. When you got a puncher in front of you, you want them dudes to reset. You don't want them to have the same look every single time because they only need one shot. So change up the look, you know what I'm saying? And also, he can push Fabio back. That's another thing. Make him fight on the back foot. I like Parker winning this fight. I can see him getting dropped in this fight, but I can see him outlasting Fabio Wardley. And I think let's see where Parker come in at. His last fight, he came in at 267, and that training camp was for Daniel Dubois. We know Daniel pulled out. 264 and he looked good. He looked strong. That tells me he ready to take some big blows. When these heavyweights put on that weight and they don't look so crazy, they getting themselves ready for punishment. If he comes in like that and look fast and strong like he did at 267, I like Parker. I can even see him late, but I'm gonna go Parker with decision. This is a big fight. And then this is on the heels of Usyk saying he's going to fight till he's 41. So if you keep it track at home, that's 2028. He want to do 5 fights. You know what I'm saying? So that means the winner of this will pretty much get the fight with Usyk next, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. The only bummer about this event is on pay per view, and this is a fight that should be a part of the subscription for the zone. To be honest. All right, last card. This is a Sunday, so it get you ready for the festivities in Philippines. It's a big week of boxing because they're going to honor the Thriller in Manila. So they're going to do. They got a bunch of cards. They got a card on the 26th and they got one on the 29th. But this one right here, though, the world champion Pedro Todoran, IBF champion, 105 pounds. This kid is. I like this fighter because he's a 2-time IBF champion. Let's just put that out there. But I love these guys that go win fights on the road, and he did that twice. And he came back and got his IBF title back. But he's facing Kristen Balanan. This fight is a IBF mandatory fight. Very important because we need to get that division unified. So with this mandatory out the way, we can possibly see a unification with Oscar Collazo, unified champion, WBA, WBO Ring Magazine champion against the IBF champion right here. And this is the one he's been calling for Oscar Collazo. So this is dope. I respect Pedro because he went on the road. He beat Jinjiro twice. The second fight, he permanently injured Jinjiro. That's an unfortunate situation. But this guy can fight. He can punch. You gotta be leery of that. So, yeah, this is a big opportunity for him to stamp his claim to say, "Hey, I want to get the unified champion next." And I think with a big win, he'll do that. Later in the week, we got the other champion in this division, Melvin Jerusalem. He's a WBC champion. He basically did the same thing the IBF champion did. Lost his title, came back and got another one, and now he in position. But he lost to Oscar Collazo. He lost his WBO to Oscar Collazo. So I already seen that fight. I seen Oscar fight Melvin. I'd rather see him fight Pedro next. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of spice it up a little bit or give it a different look. And then fight Melvin for the undisputed. So we'll see. Maybe Pedro Todoran can win and he fuck around and beat Oscar Collazo. Oscar Collazo is a good fighter, but he got flaws too. He been dropped and hurt in his last couple of fights. He was hurt to the body. This kid right here can punch. So hopefully, bro, we get some TV for this. I'm trying to tap in. I know my boy Ant gonna hook me up, but we gotta get some TV for this because everybody should be able to watch this because this is gonna lead to big fights at 105 pounds, and that's a division a lot of boxing fans are scared to go down to. They nervous to get down there because they don't know nobody. They're gonna have to do their research. That's why a lot of boxing fans, don't really cover the whole sport because they gotta do research and they ain't trying to because it's not popular. It's not nothing negative. It's not no bullshit. So they gotta come down here and like, damn, I gotta learn some new shit. They ain't trying to do that. They're just gonna stick to what they know. But you open up your horizons, bro, and you look everything we look for in divisions and fighters and stuff, this happens at 105 pounds. If you would go through like the top 15, whatever list they have, pretty much everybody don't fought each other. And if they haven't, they bought the fight or they in the works to fight. So that's dope. So yes, sir. We gotta get some TV for this. That's my time right there. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure everybody tap in with this boxing. There's not a lot of crazy shit, but still, it's always boxing on. And if it's boxing, we're going to be here to cover it. Salute to everybody coming through the building. That's my time, and I'm out.